Gutter Trash is a proud member of the Comics Podcast Network.
Welcome to Gutter Trash, episode 77. My name's Eric.
My name is Jason. I was like, did I do something wrong? I was scratching my hand. I was like, surely that didn't come up. Can you hear that? Can you hear that on there?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit? Okay. I was digging in. A little wrist irritation I've got going.
But no, that was usually the place where I mention what we're about to review.
Oh.
But we got nothing.
Yeah, we got nothing. That's right. This is filler.
Yes, it is. It's in your head.
In my head?
It's in everybody's.
Oh, minor threat. Duh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guilty of being right.
Oh my gosh. That was Slayer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, those guys. The jokesters.
Those goofsters.
Those jokesters over at Slayer. Always.
What a bunch of nutballs.
Seltzer bottle carrying motherfuckers. Yeah.
Woo.
So I'm in Canada.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
That is, yeah. This is the reason why we're doing this to you, the unfortunate listener. Wow, my feet stink. I apologize.
No, that's okay. I can't smell anything. I was just dealing with magic customers for an hour and a half. So.
Oh, your senses are all burned out.
Yeah. My olfactory nerves are debilitated. Yeah. So this is a break between episodes.
Yes, it is. You're going up for any particular reason?
Mostly TCAF.
Okay, so that is that is what is going on. Okay, all right.
But we were planning on, Kathleen and I were planning on taking a vacation this summer anyway.
Uh-huh.
And then I figured out that they were doing TCAF again this year, which
right.
they usually only do it every other year.
Right.
And they did it last year, so I didn't know they were doing it. And I was like, well, shit. Because that was the place we were thinking about going anyway, was Toronto.
Right.
So we just figured we would go right in the middle of TCAF and then take a few extra days to do what not.
To fuck around?
To fuck around. That's right.
Around Toronto.
Around Toronto, yeah.
See the sights.
Maybe the museum.
Gonna be in a naked race again?
I don't think so. I think that was a one-time thing, yeah. Read all about it in Veggie Dog Saturday number 3, available.
The award-winning?
the award-winning
Veggie Dog Saturday number 3? Yeah.
Is it? I was thinking about that. Can I actually say that if it's a runner-up? Is it like almost award-winning?
You know, they give you a plaque. As far as I'm concerned, that's an award.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, yeah. I didn't say first place award winning.
Right.
Okay. So yeah, the award winning Veggie Dog Saturday number 3.
Hey, the two losers on Jeopardy still get the money. So,
That's true.
That's all I can say.
Nobody loses when you take home a prize.
That is the way our society works nowadays. Nobody's a loser.
Everybody gets handed an A for effort.
Right.
Man,
So
back in my day, I had to earn my first place ribbons and field day, whatnot. I didn't just get it for sitting on the grass and crying.
Right. You should have.
I love those kids. They're just eating candy canes and crying while everybody else is running around.
Yeah.
Now they're winners.
That's me. Yeah. I'm a kid sitting on the ground crying.
Eating a candy cane.
Eating a candy cane, maybe. Perhaps a lollipop.
Some now-and-laters.
Now-and-laters. Those are irritating to eat.
They get stuck to the roof of your mouth and your teeth.
And,
You gotta pry them off your teeth.
Yeah. Not a fan. But, you're going to Toronto, going for a, comic convention, the third in, under a month.
Wow. I'm a super nerd. That's crazy. Well, one of them, actually, the other two I worked at. And then this one is...
You know what? I'm going to stop you right there. Work is not the appropriate word for what happened.
First base. Well, yeah. But I mean, I did get to, like...
You had a table there.
Yeah. I did get to go around and look at books. But,
Right.
Gym City, I did not, really.
Right.
I looked at one table because I was working for the store. Space, I was working for Bioware Enterprises. But this one will be just me milling around looking at shit. Me and Kathleen milling around looking at shit. Which will be awesome. That'll be good.
Is there anybody going to be there that I'm going to need to get something signed that I'll have to pass you off a book?
There's probably a couple people. There's probably a couple. There's a Dan Close.
Ooh.
I know you're a fan.
I am.
Although, the most excited person I should restart that sentence. The person I'm most excited to speak with is Jim Woodring is there.
Oh.
And I'm totally going to try to get him to do a Fantastic Four page.
Nice. Good luck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the only one there that there's a few people there.
Right?
Yeah, he's been on my list since, like, the beginning. He's page number 1, actually.
Wow.
In the book, yeah. So, yeah, I love that guy. He's one of my absolute favorite cartoonists, or, heck, I'll just say people.
Really?
I fucking love Jim Woodring.
As a person, have you ever met him?
Never met him. Just I've read like little essays and things he's written, and then like autobio stuff. So I feel like I know him a little more than I know, like, Seth, or I don't know.
Right.
Seth's actually done autobio stuff too, but whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
I got a feel for his personality.
Gotcha. You think he'll do it?
I hope so.
Think it'll be a little cheap side?
I'd imagine
not.
He's one that would cost money. Yeah.
How much are you willing to pay?
I don't want to say this in case he's listening, because he might be like, he's not listening. That was funny. No, I would be willing to go upwards of $400.
Wow.
Yeah. Because he's a big star.
Right. Now,
he's got cartoons and shit out there.
That he does. The Animated Frank.
Good stuff.
Now, with this, this is me basically throwing it to the listener.
Oh.
Let's all start a charity fund for Get Jason his Fantastic Four page.
That would be awesome. Anything helps, every little bit. There is no too small donation.
No, not at all.
Unless it's under $40, then why bother, you cheap ass fucks? Just kidding.
Because I think if you can get the Jim Woodring, I think it's gonna bolster your spirits, and then you're gonna go for the big gun.
Yeah, the Chris Ware. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've wanted him to do the cover since the beginning. That was my. I bet that guy charges like $1,500 for something like that.
Maybe you could get it on a good day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know he's
maybe you could. Huh?
I was gonna say I know he's a fan of a couple of the artists that are involved.
Contributed.
So you never know.
You said you had one of his old comics that he's trying to buy back from people.
Yeah. I started to say Ford Fairlane, but that's the Interdesk Clay.
Ford Fiesta. It's
Ford
a car.
Fiesta. Fiesta potatoes from Taco Bell.
Those are disgusting.
Yeah, I almost ordered some tonight.
Really? They still have those?
They have them, yeah.
Wow, I did not know that.
I'm glad I did not get some.
You remember when they had Fiesta fries?
I never had the French fries ever. And I worked in the same shopping center with Taco Bell during that time period.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize they had them until after it was gone. They were like, people were like, man, I missed the fries. I'm like, they had fries? I was there like once a week for 2 years. Didn't even notice.
You used to smoke a lot of pot.
How did you know that? No, but it's called Floyd Farland or something like that.
Right.
Citizen of the Future, something like that. But yeah, he's buying them back for like more than they sell on eBay, I think. So, if you're out there looking on eBay, buy it.
Some good blackmail.
Maybe I could round up enough of them just to barter.
Ooh, there you go.
With no cash.
Yeah.
That'd be sweet. So donate your Ford Farlands.
Yeah.
Or if you have a copy of Ford Ford Fairlane, which is a
the
good
DC
movie.
comic adaptation. Or?
Oh, I was thinking of the film.
Oh, the film.
I would like to see that again, actually. Did we? I think I'm having
we've talked about this before, but I've never seen it, and
you might not veto it.
I might not veto it. Yeah.
It's going to be in my list then, because it's been forever, and I remember being fun, stupid fun.
Right.
Like Harley Davidson and Marlboro Man fun.
I've never seen that either.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's I was just I was thinking the other day about like movies to pick and comics to pick, and I started thinking about like something that I know like we've both have seen or read, but like it's so old that I don't think that we really remember it that well, or but I can't think of it right now.
I've got one exactly like that.
Oh, wow.
It's been on my list for a while.
What? Well, you should pick it at some point.
Well, I already picked my two things for this month. But yeah, maybe next
episode tonight I'm picking a comic.
Oh yeah, you're picking something tonight.
It's my turn.
Okay, cool.
Next episode after this, after your return from the Great White North.
Yeah.
Which yeah. So am I going to be invited to go up to Toronto one of these years with you?
Yeah, of course. For TCAF, you talking about?
Or just for
whatever.
Just to fuck with Canada?
Yeah. Why not?
Let me know enough so I can, get a passport. And
maybe if they do TCAF next year, maybe we can do that then.
Because, I totally would have not gone to space had you invited me to TCAF for this year.
Well,
because I spent something like $200-$300 at space.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I was fucking nuts.
I think I maybe spent like $40, and that was including gas, hotel, and food for 2 days.
Right.
No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I think I spent about $40 there. But I didn't buy all I bought was mini comics. I didn't buy any hardcovers or anything.
I bought a couple hardcovers.
Yeah.
My bag was heavy.
Mm-hmm.
So was my heart.
Aww. What was the best thing you got there?
I haven't read anything yet.
Okay.
Because I've been busy.
Mm-hmm.
But,
you're a working man.
Yeah, I'm taking care of some cats right now. And trying to sleep when I can. But, the thing I'm looking forward to reading the most, well, okay, let me say this. The best thing that I got there was Guy Davis did a sketch for me of the Marquis.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. And of course, he signed my trade paperback of that. So
awesome.
But the thing I'm looking forward to reading the most, because I've already read that, obviously, it's probably Aphrodisiac or Mother Come Home from Paul Hornschmeyer.
Oh yeah. Okay. You see Paul Hornschmeyer's, he did a covered thing the other day.
No.
It was Lidsville. It looked like an H.R. Puffin stuff kind of TV show comic where it had a photo cover, which is like weird, like a dude standing there with like these people in these weird costumes, like,
right.
puppet head sort of things. It's pretty good.
No.
Yeah, that guy was hilarious.
He was a guest on our show.
Yeah.
Which, hopefully next week I'll be able to, I know I'm distorting the time continuum here, but, in chronological order, hopefully next week I'll be able to go through the recordings we made, and
I'm excited to see how it turns out.
See what's salvageable and what's not.
Yep. I've read a couple things by Paul Hornschmeyer, and, I've never loved or hated anything that I've read by him, but after talking to him, I really want to read some more, because he was a funny dude.
Yeah.
I want to
His comics, not so funny.
Yeah. Well, I know I read Return of the Elephant, and I was
wow.
That was the first thing I ever read by him.
Yeah.
I was like, man, this is dark and weird. And I don't know. I kind of feel dirty.
Yeah.
But then I read his thing in Strange Tales with Nightcrawler, and I was like, oh, that's fun. And so I kind of want to read some, Forlorn Funnies or whatever.
Right. I know we talked on the show about his next Strange Tales book, or story. And I kind of brought it up a little bit on the show, or when I was talking to him, I think at this point you got distracted by something.
Yeah. There's a lot of shiny objects.
Yeah. But I had, like, I think for everyone except for Nate Powell, I had something that I wanted to ask but never got a chance to. And for Paul Hornschmeyer, it wasn't so much that I had a question for him, but I actually did tell him that I think the first time that I went to space, which was with you and your brother.
Oh, wow. That was a while back.
Back in 2002, I want to say.
Wow.
Hornschmeyer was there, and he was selling all of his sequential work, which I think he sold me all of it for like $20 or something like that.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
And
were those single issues or what?
Single issues, yeah.
Okay.
And I think he was just starting to get into like different formats and stuff like that, because he had like a couple of really nice, square bound, different size and shape comics issues of sequential. And I pointed out to him that, like, I was so impressed with how they looked, and that they were
designed well,
laid out well, and then looked of like a very professional quality. And he was like, "Yeah, that's what credit card will get for you." And I mean, it was a joke that he made, but he was also, of course, 100% telling the truth.
Exactly.
And like, I don't want to say that, because I've bought a lot of mini comics at Space, and some of them are really, really good. Our one of our listeners who was also on the show, Kurt Dins, he does his mini comic, one here in Indiana, and another one called Her, which I think both are great.
Yeah.
And they are just what you think of as a mini comic, just done at Kinko's kind of thing. So I love that kind of stuff, but there's also a ton of mini comics out there that are shit.
Oh, yeah.
So seeing, especially in like 2002 when Space was in its third, fourth year at that point.
I think it was third, probably.
Yeah. Most everyone just had shit comics, and then here's Paul Hornschmeyer with all these, fancy looking stuff,
right.
And it really stood out, and like him, like talking about that, like I have always remembered, him saying that. Because in me, it was just like, oh, just because you're just a schmuck who makes comics, like, in your basement or something like that, doesn't mean they all have to look like, you made them in your basement.
Yeah, exactly. You could put a little time and a little money.
Right.
I mean, a lot of people don't have the money, probably.
And I understand that. I'm sure, if Kurt Dins had the money to put out a super nice looking, trade collection or something like that, which I know that's in the works.
I was gonna say.
And guess what, Kurt? I'm gonna buy that fucking too.
Yeah.
So, next time you're at Space and you've got a mini comic that you don't want to sell me because it's got a story I've already read in it and a story that you're gonna reprint eventually again, too bad. I'm gonna fucking buy it. Because that's how much I like your work.
See, his sales pitch worked on me because I started to buy it and he talked me out of it. His anti-sales pitch.
He did give me a button for free, though, so that works.
Yeah, I'll pick up his trade.
Yeah.
Why the hell not?
But, you know what I'm saying. Just,
Yeah, you can take the little extra time and try to make them look good. I mean, so far I haven't really done that, but...
No, but,
mine are all... I mean, we do print them digitally instead of, like, on the face of the copier like I used to do, but...
And you do color covers, which is something not a lot of mini comics guys do.
Right, that's true.
Yeah. And even Brian Mitchell, who kind of almost goes the opposite way.
Yeah.
But even that stands out more than everything else because you're like, what are these tiny comics?
Yeah. They're like, did I turn into a giant as you walk by his table? And then, and another thing is he puts 2 staples in every one of those comics, which is fucking impressive.
That was, I think you were gone from the table. Actually, I think both you and Brian were gone from your tables.
Right.
And so I was just sort of like in the middle manning both.
Right.
And I think some guy came up and looked at the Cops and Crooks, which is the comic you and I did for Brian. And they were like flipping through it and was like, oh my god, this is tiny. Holy crap, there's 2 staples.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, literally, if you haven't seen his comics, I mean, everybody, I'm sure, has that's listening, but you literally probably couldn't fit 3 staples on one of those, could you?
No,
maybe, barely.
It's like, what are they? They're 1.5 inches by 1.25 inches, you know? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, they're small.
Yeah.
Although he did have that big one this year.
Yeah, that's true. That was his graphic novel.
Yeah. It was maybe 2x2.
His omnibus. Absolute edition. Yeah. I haven't read that one yet, actually.
I have not either. Again, I haven't read anything I picked up.
I read like 3 or 4 books I picked up, and and usually it's usually always like this when I go to space. I always come home with a giant stack. Yeah. It takes me a while to read them all. Like I may even have a couple from last year I haven't read still.
Yeah.
But it's usually I'd say like 30% of them I'm like, whoa, this was horrible.
Right.
30% of them I'm like, this was okay. And then 30% of them I love.
Right.
And then there's 10% I just never read.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've read a couple that I thought were awesome so far this year. So I'm excited.
Your lady friend Kathleen posted on Facebook how much she loved The Ineffables.
I just saw that today. Yeah.
And,
I'm sorry, I saw her blog today, not her Facebook.
Okay. But she said that she wished she had bought more than just the 3.
Oh, wow.
So it's like, well, I bought all the other ones except for he was selling a, I don't want to call it a trade paperback because it was stuff that had never been printed before.
Oh, really?
But it was stuff that was, but it was like, thick. I didn't buy that, but I bought all his other Ineffable issues. So I sent her a message that, I got all the others, I can pass those along to you.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, you hated those? She's like, I haven't read them. I'll let you borrow them.
Yeah, I've only read, like, the 3 issues that she bought. I bought those at Space, like, a year or 2 ago. Yeah. And I really like that book. It's like Grant Morrison and Bob Burden working together on something. Right. It's just surreal and creepy and weird.
I'm gonna take a wager or take a guess. Wager, I guess. Going to wager, I guess. Ooh. That this may be like the 3rd time I have bought those 3 issues.
You just keep.
I think I buy them every time I go to Space.
Yeah. Well, they're cheap. Like this year, he had them 3 for $1 or something. Because he probably printed a shitload of them.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure he sold a decent amount, but he's probably got 1,000 of them somewhere. Yeah. But yeah, good stuff. Good times.
Good times indeed.
So you're house sitting this week?
I'm house sitting. Had a pretty awesome night last night.
No neighbors?
Well, no neighbors. That's always awesome. Oh my god, that's awesome. A little lonely, though. Just because I'm like 10 miles away from my house, so it feels like I'm completely disconnected from like all of my friends and
right.
Like I completely forgot that we were actually going to be recording today. So my plan was I was going to call you to see if you just wanted to hang out,
right?
Just because I'm just so bored and lonely.
I'd totally rather be watching metal videos right now.
No, but house sitting. But last night I took my PS3 over there. Hooked up to my parents' 52-inch television.
Oh, awesome.
And I was playing Brutal Legend last night with the most awesome cat in the world sleeping right next to me.
Aw, Max. That's pretty cute.
Max is great. If I've not mentioned Max enough on the show, he's about a 30-pound cat who he sits and sleeps like people.
Yeah.
He never cries. The only noise he makes is when he purrs, which is always. Nothing really ever gets to him. Like, you can, like, pop a balloon in his face and he just kind of looks at you.
That's awesome.
He is the world's most awesome cat.
I respect that. Of course, my favorite cat, of course, is Goo.
No, of course. But Max is more awesome than Goo. Goo's pretty awesome, but Max is more awesome.
We could have them hang out sometime.
Yeah, Max wouldn't care.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Although Max might be afraid.
Commingle our kitties.
Yeah. Max is afraid of one cat.
Oh.
There's a stray that comes around to my parents' house. Her name is Chessie. And she's about the size of a large rat. Maybe a guinea pig.
Oh, yeah.
Like super tiny. Super tiny cat. Max is scared shitless of her.
Maybe they've had a falling out.
Yeah.
She knows something about Max.
Or maybe
he's afraid. He's a big fraidy cat.
I was listening to our most recent episode today, the Other Lives episode, and you can clearly hear the neighbors on it.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Was that for the first time?
Clearly, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Maybe even today.
Maybe. I can kind of hear them right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think this is as bad as it was the previous time, though. Also, it may have had something to do with the
fucked up audio.
Fucked up setup that I have now, because this isn't right.
Yeah.
I don't know what's wrong.
Yeah, everything looks different, like wires are in the wrong places. But it's
working.
But it's the only thing it's the only way that seems to work, right?
Yeah. I think this is a lesson that I should have learned many times in the past, that if I'm ever going to disconnect anything electronic, I should take a picture of how it was set up first.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, now we know.
Yeah. We know that I'm an idiot.
No. So, I picked up a cool video today.
Ooh.
In case, for some reason, we can't, get the movie.
Yeah, because we're recording the previous episode on Sunday.
The other one right before this.
Right.
We're recording after this. And for some reason, we're having trouble finding a copy of Bringing the Head of Alfredo Garcia.
It's available on Netflix, and it says it's available now. And it was on the top of my queue when it returned 2 movies. And yet Netflix decided that they were going to send me 2 other movies, like, further down the list.
Just going to skip right over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, bastards. But it's on a VCR tape. But for some reason,
I don't have a machine that plays those.
I got one.
Alright.
For some reason, we can't find it. I found a copy of every episode of Toonces, the Cat That Can Drive a Car. It's only 24 minutes all together.
Is that the,
I think that's the one I used to see at the video store. Yeah, I guess there was never a movie. It was just a collection of episodes.
Right. Where did you find this?
GameSwap.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And,
was it something that they had, or was it something that, like, it just came in coincidentally?
And no, it was, like, actually on the wall there.
Wow.
And asked Matt...
Next to the box of porn?
No.
Right.
They do have a box of porn.
Yeah.
No, it was just, like, out on the floor, the sale floor.
Right.
Pretty excited. But no, we probably won't review that. But it is in my collection now.
Sweet. I had a 3-way earlier today.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Chili, cheese, and spaghetti. What?
I thought maybe you met a couple of crazy girls.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
A little hot action, maybe behind a dumpster somewhere.
I had a little hot action and some chili.
Yeah.
It was spicy, and cooked it up on the stove.
Beans
and meat.
Some meat, some cheese.
Some cheese. I chopped up some onions. And boiled some spaghetti noodles.
Nice.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
A couple oyster crackers sprinkled on top.
Ooh. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, then all out.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
I've been looking forward to this all week.
Little 3-way.
Yeah.
You had three-way at when your parents went out of town, you had a three-way at their house.
That's usually what happens, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Because my mom makes some of the best chili in the world.
Oh, she made it. You just, like...
Well, she made the chili.
Yeah.
And she makes, like, a big vat.
Okay.
And,
Left
like, freezes it. And that lasts, like, 6 months.
Yeah, wow.
Because she makes awesome chili. And so I defrosted one.
Nice.
Simmered it up on the stove, and I made the spaghetti, and I chopped up the onions. And,
perfection.
Yeah, I had to grate my own cheese, because we didn't have any shredded cheese.
Yeah, I had frozen Morningstar patty. That was my... But, what the fuck was I going to say? You drawn anything this week? You doing any art?
I have not done anything. No.
Yeah.
I've figured out what I'm going to do for the next OK Panic, and I'd got some reference today. So,
oh, cool.
Yeah.
Wow,
so I'm going to do that Saturday.
Me too. So, I'm running behind on mine.
The space kind of threw everything off.
Mm-hmm. And I'm preparing for Free Comic Day, which is Saturday.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Pretty excited about that.
That is true. I am not. So I'm going to stay home, play video games.
Nice.
Bought a new video game today.
Oh. What'd you get?
I went to Fairborn because I wanted to go to Bookery Fantasy, which is a comic shop in Fairborn that is very famous and popular and clean and organized.
Wait, whoa. That's where I bought my first issue of Flaming Carrot.
Wow. I bought quite a few firsts there. Mm-hmm. But it's a nice store. They don't offer discounts to anyone or anything like that. But they do have a big selection of stuff.
A lot of crazy old stuff too.
Yeah, a ton of shit. Yeah. But while I was there, I saw that there was a used video store that had apparently recently opened, at least within the past 6 months.
Nope.
So I think that was the last time that I went to Fairborn. Actually, that's not true. I just went to it last week, but completely drove past that building, so I didn't see anything. But I went in there, and they had a video game that's maybe only about 2 months old for $20. Brand new, still in wrapper.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a $60 game.
Yeah.
So it's called The Saboteur.
The Saboteur.
It takes place in World War II in France. And the game is in black and white with splashes of color.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, and you play an Irishman who runs around France and blows shit up.
Wow. That sounds
Kills some
sweet.
Nazis.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Is it one of those, like... what do they call it, where you can run anywhere and do anything?
So far it seems to me, I mean, like, I just kind of played one mission, but, it seems like you do have the ability to move around.
What do they call those? Something platform?
Open platform, something. Open gaming.
Okay.
Free roam. Yeah.
Free roam. Yeah, free them. Let them
Free the Romans. Yeah. But then I went to the Bookery after that, and the stuff I was specifically looking for, they did not have.
Bastards.
Yeah. I was because I'm missing 2 issues of Transmetropolitan, and because I lost mine in a
the water accident,
a roof collapse accident.
Right.
Yes.
Snow. Yeah. I remember that story.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
It is. But they did not have them. But I was looking around, and of course they have a second store across the street from their main store, which is their gaming store. Well, one half of it is gaming stuff. They have gaming supplies and stuff like that, and then they have a basement level where they have it's a game room.
Right.
People go and play
their tabletop games and whatnot.
Right.
Card games, CCGs.
Yes. And then the next room is their discount warehouse, and they just have a shitload of books and magazines
Oh, wow.
That are all like, at discounted prices. Like their paperback books are like, $2 or something like that.
Really?
Hardback books are like $7. And then they have some trade paperbacks and graphic novels there. And then they have a basement room in that section as well. And it's an entire... it's like if it was the size of this room, width-wise, all the way down to the other end of my bedroom. It's just full of comics for $1.
Wow. That's pretty hot.
Yeah.
Old stuff?
Old and new. Yeah. Because they had like stuff like from the past year from DC that I've seen.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I didn't even know they did that, and I may have to go look for some Marvel 2-in-1s there.
You may have to. It's called the Comic Cave.
Comic Cave. Damn it.
Yeah.
Those bastards. So, how many stores do they have now?
The 2 that I know.
Is it
of.
just 2? Okay,
Yeah,
I was thinking they opened a third one, maybe.
No, I mean, both of them are huge.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like they're trying to take over Fairborn.
Yeah, a little bit. Them and Foy's.
Yeah, Foy's, yeah,
I think Foy's has like 18 stores all on the same street.
Yeah, I know. What is the deal there? It's like all in the same street. That is bizarre. I mean, not that Fairborn's a huge town, but you'd think you'd want to spread them around. So.
Yeah. Of course, they're huge stores and they're clean and they're nice, but they did lose a little bit when they moved from their old store, which was that super awesome brick-looking building
with like those crazy rooms. Like
it
was like had 3 rooms in it or something.
Yep.
Yeah, I love that. Was like when I was first getting into comics. I was going to
me too.
That Bookery. Like I was probably like 9, and my brother and my cousin would take me every Friday.
Yeah, I was probably about 12 or so when I was going in there, and I'd try to go there at least every couple of weeks here.
Place was awesome.
Place was awesome.
They carried all kinds of small press stuff.
Yeah. They still do, pretty much. I mean, like a little more than Mavericks carries.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Do they carry mini comics there?
No.
Okay.
At least not that I could see.
I haven't been there in so long. I need to check it out again.
But I did buy some stuff from the discount warehouse.
Oh, what'd you end up with?
What did I get? I got bought a trade paperback for my ex because she's a big fan of Hack Slash, and they had discounted. And the discount warehouse, they had the other book that the guy does, Loaded Bible.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't Mike Norton draw that?
He drew some of it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That looked actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
It was like Jesus fighting vampires or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was kind of interested in that.
Yeah. I'm gonna see if I can try to read it before I give it to her, though.
I know I've got one of the single issues, but I never read it. I don't know. I just bought a bunch of crap.
But I got that. I got the Max Immortal.
Oh, the Rick Veitch.
Veitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. That's good stuff.
I got Rogan Josh.
Oh, wow.
Peter Milligan, Brendan McCarthy.
Yeah.
Never been able to find it.
Yeah.
They had it for $2.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And Bizarro World.
Wow, really?
Yeah. They had it for $13.
Is it the first one?
The second one.
Okay. Hardcover?
Yeah.
Nice. Those are great.
I really enjoy the first one.
The one, I forget if it's the first one or second one, but there's some amazing Dave Cooper art in there, like with Fat Wonder Woman.
I think that's the first one for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, man, that guy's amazing.
Yeah. I did have, they luckily they did have the first one there, and it was open, like it wasn't in the plastic wrap, because like I never remember which one is the one that I have. Yeah, so luckily I was able to see that was the one.
Those are great.
Yeah. So yeah,
good finds.
there. And I had a bunch of other stuff that I would have thought about snagging, but.
They must just buy tons of collections too.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. But they had a couple of Strangers in Paradise trades that I'm pretty sure I don't have. It's one of those books that I always want to get back into. I just never remember where I left off.
That's on my list of things that I probably should have read and I never have.
Right. Yeah, maybe I'll, because, I don't know. I'd say I'd like to maybe pick one, to read, but the first one, again, this is the problem I've had with a bunch of other stuff.
It's like Cerebus.
Yeah. Excuse me. Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, something about Cerebus.
I saw the world's laziest protesters the other day.
Really?
Yeah.
What were they protesting?
Unfair labor conditions.
That's funny.
Yeah. Because the backstory for this was when we went to space, I took a pair of headphones up there to use while we were doing the show. They broke during transition. Luckily, I just decided to take my cheap pair of headphones and not the $100 pair that I use here when we record. They came with all the equipment.
Yeah,
so,
okay.
Yeah. It's not like I specifically...
I was like, wow, that doesn't seem like something you would do.
No. But the pair that I usually use at work is like a pair of $10 headphones that I picked up at Meijer. So I took those, and they broke on the car ride. Yeah. And, of course, then once I got back to work on Monday, I remembered that, I don't have headphones here anymore. And it was very, very quiet at work.
Oh, this was probably a long day.
It was a very long day.
No one else had an extra pair?
No. Well, everybody else uses, like, earbuds, and, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
And, so then Tuesday, I got to work and remembered that I forgot to go out and buy a pair of headphones. So during lunch, I decided there's a Walmart, not too far from where I work, so I decided I'll go down there for lunch, and maybe there's like a McDonald's in there or something that I can grab a sandwich from and, buy a pair of headphones.
Right.
It's very difficult to buy headphones anywhere. They are hidden, and there's maybe like a selection of 3 when you find them.
Why is that? Why do people like the earbuds now?
I don't understand. They hurt.
Are people supposed to like hide the fact that they're listening to stuff now?
Well, then maybe they shouldn't be bright pink or white.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I love the one. Like I've got a pair that completely covers my ears.
I love it. Yeah, that's what I want.
It's like I can't hear anything,
right?
And no one can hear my music.
Yep,
it's perfect.
Yep, that's what I was looking for.
Maybe somehow they found out that those are damaging to your ears, and that's why
I would have to imagine the earbuds are more damaging.
Yeah, because you're sticking it in your head.
Right, yeah. I did find a pair that, the big, sound blocking headphones, COS.
Like the 80s one. They remind me of the 80s. Everybody had like the big headphones,
I guess they look kind of like those, but instead of having movable earpieces, it's all one solid piece. $20. I was like, that's perfect, and plus it has its own little volume control on the thing. So I picked that up, and on my way back, there's a little airport near where I work. It's little like charter planes and helicopters and stuff like that. Across the street, there's a hotel, and in front of the hotel were these 2 guys with a banner. And it looked like it was probably an expensive banner to print up, like a vinyl banner. And it said "Unfair Labor." Shame on you, Pepper Construction.
Shame on you. Wow.
Yes. And it was 2 guys, one on either side of the banner. The banner had posts that were stuck into the ground, and they were just kind of leaning on it. Just talking to each other. Just basically
not shaking their fists or
anything. No. Just hanging out like you and I are. Just taking it easy. But, just supporting up this banner.
Right. Maybe it was a problem. They have no work ethic. And that's why they got fired. No, they didn't get fired. They just had
A labor dispute.
Yeah. That's funny. See, I thought you were going to say at Walmart, because everybody knows no one's happy at Walmart.
That's true. But
except for the greeters, because what else can they do?
Yeah, I don't get the greeters.
Is it like Is it like a kind of just like something they feel is necessary, or do they just kind of like giving somebody a job that probably doesn't have a lot of options?
I'm guessing that, the idea for it in the beginning was that, we want to pretend we're a small hometown, store.
Right.
Let's have a kindly old person up there to welcome everybody in. But every time I walk in, they're just like, it's usually just some sassy black lady. And she's usually ignoring everything that's going on. Including this trip to a Walmart where it was a sassy black lady and some little white girl who I believe was crying.
They were both working there?
They both had Walmart uniforms on. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that's the kind of greeting I like to walk into.
And then
someone's just
sobbing.
Yeah.
And when it used to be that when you left, like, the greeter would, look at your receipt.
Oh, yeah.
Which I think is bullshit.
Yeah.
And luckily they've stopped doing that.
People complain, probably.
Well, I know that I used to just sort of run past them.
Pretend as if you don't hear them.
Right, yeah. And then the one time that I didn't pretend that I didn't hear them, I just gave them the finger and walked out.
Oh my gosh.
If I'm going to steal it, wouldn't the thing have started beeping as I crossed the threshold? Wouldn't I not have a plastic bag with items in it in my hand?
But that was his job, his one purpose in life.
His one purpose in life is to say hello to me when I walk in, not to try to, slow down my escape from white trash hell.
That makes sense. Walmart. Always low prices.
Watch for falling prices.
Oh, did they really say that? Watch for falling prices?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think that was a campaign at one point.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. They had some cool DC toys while I was there, too.
No?
The Spectre.
Like what kind of toy line?
The ones that I had been collecting from Joe.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What are those called?
DC Legends or something like that.
Right. Something like that.
It came with a piece of Darkseid.
Ooh. I'd like to get a piece of that.
Ooh, yeah.
Is it a Build-A-Figure? Like a giant?
Yeah.
Okay. Darkseid's huge.
Yeah.
The Omega Effect. Pretty awesome.
Yes.
We had some Blackest Night toys come in last week.
Ooh,
some Green Lantern.
Some Green Lantern, some Star Sapphire.
Probably.
With her cleavage and revealing clothes.
That's what the kids love. That's why the Blackest Night was so awesome. Dead things coming back to life and sexier than ever. Oh, speaking of dead things, I saw a show last night called Happy Town.
I saw about 10 minutes of it, and it reminded me of a really shitty Twin Peaks. That's kind of
the vibe I got. Like, I'm sort of intrigued, but I'm not convinced that it's going to be good. Because I was kind of excited about it. I was like, oh, it sounds good. And then, I watched the episode last night, and there was a couple of people that were really good actors, but mostly, it just seemed like it was like we want to be Twin Peaks, but we're nowhere near as good.
Right. Now, is it? It sounds like you watched most of it.
I watched the whole thing.
You watched the whole thing.
I'll give it one more episode.
Okay. Is it a horror television show, or just a murder mystery?
I wouldn't say horror. Yeah, I mean, there's like a murder mystery in the background, and it's like there's some horrific scenes. Like there's a guy that gets killed pretty brutally, but yeah, it's more like just like a character thing.
I was just curious because I go to a blog most every day called Horror Movie A Day. I believe I've mentioned it before.
Oh, I think so.
And he had some sort of like promo thing from Happy Town on his blog, so I just wondered if there was a horror connection there or not.
There's a guy that gets a railroad spike to his head on screen, basically, so it's horrific.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
It's just a murder.
Yeah, I've seen worse on CSI, I think.
Yeah. Taking drugs. Doing it up. I wish I had a beer.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I forgot it and think about picking anything up.
I'm
not loose. Not loose.
Oh, you're doing fine.
I'm sorry.
Doing fine.
Sorry, everybody.
You're doing great. Look at us. We're just talking.
Yeah, we're just shooting the shit.
We're just hanging out. We just happened to hit record.
Oh, wow. I like that. The pressure's off all of a sudden.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't have to be entertaining or intelligent.
Just entertain me.
Yeah. So, I like that.
I mean, entertain me.
I like that shirt.
Yeah, it's a good shirt. Entertain me. Do a magic trick.
I can do
some
it.
Somersaults. Ooh, all right. Yay. He just showed his cock.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything exciting going on. There's not.
You're going to Toronto.
I'm in Toronto right now.
You're going to eat some poutine.
What's that?
Isn't that like French fries covered with like cheese and gravy?
Gravy and mayo or something.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know what I'm looking forward to eating up there other than just stuff that's
pancakes
not here.
With some maple syrup.
I love a pancake.
Don't they bring? Canadians don't really have much of a cuisine outside of just poutine, don't they?
Well, not Canadians per se, but in Toronto there's a pretty eclectic population. Like there's a lot of Indian restaurants and Thai restaurants. And
because there's a lot of Indian restaurants and Thai restaurants here too.
Exactly. It's like here, only it's far away and expensive. I can't wait. I am really looking forward to it because I've never been to their museum. I was thinking about popping in there. Art museum.
What kind of? Okay.
Yeah, just trying to
because there are different types of museums.
None worth going to except for the art museum.
Science museum.
I'd love to go to the science museum actually.
Kosai.
I've never been to Kosai.
Never been to Kosai.
Ever. Never.
We should go to Kosai.
Let's do it.
Fuck yeah.
It's in Columbus, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's not very far.
No, it's not. We were just there recently.
I drove there twice in one day last week.
That is true.
Yeah, why haven't I never been there? I've been to the one in Dayton, the one in the planetarium. What's that called?
The Natural History Museum.
Yeah.
Or Museum of Natural History.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool.
The Museum of Science and Natural History.
Wow.
Sunwatch.
Sunwatch Village? That's where the like teepee replicas are.
Yeah, the Indian reservation. Yeah. Not reservation, but Indian land. I don't know.
It's pretty cool. I've been there.
Like, I went there when I was in school.
They have these teepees set up. You can walk through them.
Yeah.
Some like town council meeting places. And they had a video about the history of the place. And, it's kind of neat.
Yeah.
It's worth going to.
Glen Helen?
I love Glen Helen. That's probably one of my top 5 favorite places on earth.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty okay with never going back there.
Really?
Maybe if I was fit and like could handle hiking. Yeah.
It is like I get super tired after because I'm usually never there less than an hour and a half, 2 hours. So
I did like being there when I was in the 6th grade when we had to take the mandatory field trip. I enjoyed staying there and enjoyed walking around because it was in late November, so it wasn't hot, and it was also a pretty decent week that we were there. So it wasn't too cold, it wasn't raining or anything like that. I can handle that.
I think they've branched out a little bit. It's a little bit bigger now, maybe. So yeah, it's cool. There's all kinds of trails, pine trees.
Yeah, I think I recall almost dying at one point.
Wow.
Yeah, maybe twice. Yeah. some treacherous ledges.
Oh yeah, they have some There's one area, and this is kind of scary because I went there once by myself. I was just bored, and I went to Yellow Springs. I was like, I'm gonna go to Glen Helen, and I walked around. And this is during the daytime, but I got lost because I went in a section I've never been before, and it was creepy because it wasn't quite like a Blair Witch thing because you're on a trail, but it was this section where it was like all overgrown, but I could tell it was still on the trail, but like you're walking on this narrow path that's like, there's a drop and then there's like rocks everywhere, and like it was a little scary actually. I was like, I don't know where I'm at, and I don't have any friends here with me. It was a little creepy.
So you use the buddy system.
Yeah.
Or you just never go to Yellow Springs, which is what I usually recommend the most.
Yeah. The hippies, they're everywhere.
They can go suck it. They've even got the shittiest art theater there.
Oh, the little art theater.
Yeah, fuck that place. Give me the Neon any day.
Oh, the Neon.
Even with their shitty foreign movies that they show.
The Neon is so much better. Oh my gosh. I don't mind the hippies. I really don't. As long as like it's something where I'm visiting, like I couldn't stand it if like if you were a hippie and like as much time as we spent together, that would probably drive me crazy. But like I don't mind the idea of hippies. Like like that's fine that
But you're half hippie.
Huh?
You're half hippie.
Well, I'm half hippie, but I mean I don't have the like hippie naivety. I don't know. Like, I don't mind.
Okay, here's my problem with Yellow Springs specifically, and the hippies who live there. They are fucking smug as shit.
Yeah. I've been called tourist there before by hippies.
I went to Dark Star like 10 years ago there, maybe longer. I was still in high school, and. Yeah, there was a hippie working behind the counter. I was just buying some, quarter box West Coast Avengers done by John Byrne.
Yeah, nice.
And fucking hippie douchebag just kind of eyed me up and down, gave me the stink eye, and just acted like like I was just the worst human being on the face of the planet.
Because you weren't buying Robert Crumb graphic novels.
And because I had a haircut and looked nice. And I was probably also wearing a leather jacket, which, fuck him.
It was made out of one of his friends.
Yeah.
No, I don't eat the meat, and I don't like the war. That's about as hippie-ish as I am.
Well, you used to smoke pot.
Smell bad. I used to smoke pot. Did I tell you that before? I keep forgetting. I probably do actually smell bad because I ran out of deodorant yesterday, and I forgot to buy some. I went to the grocery earlier. But
hey, that's a bigger step than any of them will ever take.
Going to the grocery?
Well, buying deodorant.
Oh, okay.
Or worrying about the fact that you ran out.
I do buy the kind that doesn't have aluminum in it. So it's kind of hippie-ish. Tom's of Maine or whatever.
I guess, I don't know.
Took a nap today. How exciting is that?
It's pretty exciting.
It's the first time I've done that in forever.
I've not taken a nap in a very long time myself.
It was pretty awesome. I went home after I did my running around today. I stopped going to school. Did I tell you that?
No.
Yeah, I'm not going to school anymore.
All right.
Fuck it.
Okay.
No, I'm going to go back. I was taking this computer class that, I got my computer today.
Okay.
But I haven't hooked it up yet. And it was pretty intense. It was one of those classes that you really need your own computer at home. So I talked to the teacher and told her I'm like instructor. They don't like to be called teachers. I talked to the instructor and said, I'm going to take this class later because I can't handle it right now. And she was like, yeah, that's probably a good idea if you don't have a computer. So, but anyway, I stopped going, so I did my run around today. Went home and read the new Dan Close graphic novel. Wilson. And then it promptly put me to sleep, so I took a nap. It was awesome. It was a good day. So,
I noticed that you haven't updated your blog in a couple of weeks.
Because I haven't been in class in 2 weeks.
Yeah. That explains that.
Yeah, which reminds me, I guess I can still use their computers at school, so I'll have to do that for OK Panic. But yeah, and I'll update it. I'll go back.
I'm getting tired, and I really gotta pee.
Mm-hmm.
So let's wrap this up. I got a comic to pick.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It is your turn.
It is indeed.
We should pick that Wilson book that I just read. That way I don't have to do anything.
Yeah, it was going to be like 3 weeks before we did this.
That's true. I'd probably have to read it
That's why
again.
we're doing this show.
Yeah.
No. I'm going to pick, it's a callback to our very first episode, Umbrella Academy Volume 2.
Wow, really?
Dallas.
Was that our first episode?
I believe so.
I thought it was... Was it Wolfman? I thought Wolfman was...
Our second episode, then.
Okay. Cool.
Second episode. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Umbrella Academy Volume 2?
Yep.
What's it called?
Dallas.
Okay. Sweet.
I've had it for a while, and,
We'll finally learn who shot JR.
Yeah, well, no, you mean JFK.
JFK. Oh, yeah, that's right.
JR is Dallas, ironically.
That's funny. That was the joke I was making.
Yeah, that reminds me of, I read, I go to cracked.com, and they had a list of, the, 7 or 10 most batshit endings to, television shows.
Right.
And, Dallas was on the list as, the whole, it's a soap,
Yeah.
But the final episode of Dallas, basically had, was sort of a, It's a Wonderful Life type episode where JR was, trying to, he was going to kill himself, and an angel came down to show him what everyone's lives would be without him.
Really?
And but then it turned out that everyone's life would be awesome without him, and that the angel was really a demon and forced JR to kill himself, and that's how the show ended.
Really?
Yeah.
That really happened?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Demon played by Joel Grey.
Who's that?
Of Chun of Remo Williams fame.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Although
Nice.
he's not really an Asian man, but yeah.
Wow. Yeah,
And then they did like a mini-series like years later where basically none of that happened.
Wow.
Larry Hagman.
Who's that?
JR.
Oh, okay. See?
And I can't remember the character's name other than just Master.
Master?
From Jim Woodring.
Oh, yeah. Darren? No?
No, that's Bewitched.
There's Bewitched, yeah. Smedley.
No. It's, I want to say Major Healy, but I think that was someone else. Nagini?
Snyder. No, that was One Day at a Time.
Yeah.
Damn it. I don't know. Fat Albert? No, that was Fat Albert.
Yeah, Major Fat Albert.
Major Fat Albert.
Yep.
That was him.
But, she called him Master. Because that's what he was.
Yeah,
He was the master.
Yeah. The master of
junkyard rhymes.
Awesome.
All right. Goodbye.
Gutter Trash can be downloaded at www.guttertrash.net, iTunes, Podcast Alley, and Feedburner. You can also find us at myspace.com/guttertrash_net, seanborn.net, and buyerbewarecomics.blogspot.com. Contact us at eric@guttertrash.net or jason@guttertrash.net. Thank you for listening to Gutter Trash. We'll see you next time.